In May of 1778, Bathsheba Spooner, the daughter of loyalist Timothy Ruggles, plotted with a 16-year-old Continental soldier, Ezra Ross, and 2 British military deserters to kill her husband in Brookfield, Massachusetts. She was 5 months pregnant when the Commonwealth of Massachusetts denied her petition for a delay. On July 2, 1778, all 4 were hanged, Bathsheba becoming the first woman executed by Americans under U.S. law. This video examines the seduction, betrayal, trial, and miscarriage of justice in a young nation. In 1778, as a fragile new nation defined itself, a scandal emerged. Bathsheba Spooner, pregnant and privileged, plotted her husband's murder. A teenage soldier from Ipswich, Ezra Ross, stood beside her. She became America's first woman, executed by its own courts. He died forgotten in an unmarked grave. This is their story. Brookfield, Massachusetts, founded in 1668 by settlers from Ipswich, site of King Philip's War Massacre, was by 1778 a frontier town scarred by conflict. As troops moved through on the Knox Trail from Ticonderoga, young Ezra Ross fell ill and was cared for by Joshua Spooner and his wife, Bathsheba. Bathsheba Ruggles was born February 1746 into colonial elite, daughter of Brig General Timothy Ruggles, a fervent loyalist banished for his political stance. Married to Joshua Spooner in 1766, she had borne 4 children by 1775, but grew increasingly estranged from her husband, whom she later described as abusive and cruel. In March 1777, returning from campaign, Ezra Ross, then 16, fell ill while passing through Brookfield. Bathsheba nursed him to health. They became involved. By early 1778, Bathsheba was visibly pregnant. Town whispers linked the father to the young soldier. As exposure loomed, Bathsheba first attempted to mobilize Ezra to poison her husband. He refused. Next, she persuaded 2 British deserters, Sergeant James Buchanan and Private William Brooks, to carry out the murder, offering rum, clothing, and 1,000 in promises. On March 1st, Joshua Spooner returned late from Cooley's Tavern. Brooks struck him in the garden. Buchanan and Ezra helped to shove him into the household well alive. The crime was clumsy. Bloody hat, footprints, and the blossoming pregnancy betrayed the plot. Within 24 hours, local authorities unearthed the body. The deserters were captured fleeing with Spooner's belongings. Ezra and Bathsheba were also arrested. At trial, the men confessed. Bathsheba never did, but all were indicted. The trial began April 24th at Worcester's Superior Court, the first capital case of the new republic. Robert Treat Paine prosecuted. Levi Lincoln defended. Lincoln argued Ezra was manipulated by Bathsheba's charms and lacked premeditation. He described Bathsheba's mental state as disordered, urging mercy. Convicted swiftly, they were sentenced to death. Bathsheba petitioned for a stay, claiming she was quick with child, a legal requirement to delay execution. On June 11th, 12 matrons declared she was not. On June 27th, 4 examiners reversed that conclusion, but it was ignored. Ezra's parents, my 6th-generation great-grandparents, begged for mercy, citing his youth, illness, and seduction. Their plea was ignored. On July 2nd, in scorching heat, Bathsheba, Ezra, Buchanan, and Brooks were hanged before an estimated 5,000 onlookers in Worcester's Washington Square. She stood 5 months pregnant. Despite all efforts, her petition failed. Bathsheba's final words:
I justly die, but hope none of you go to heaven in the manner that I do.
At her request, surgeons performed an autopsy. They discovered a well-formed 5-month male fetus. The initial matron's findings were discredited, yet the sentence stood. Bathsheba was buried in an unmarked grave in what is now Green Hill Park, Worcester. Ezra Ross was buried in Leslie Road Cemetery near Ipswich, Rowley. Church records list him as born 1762, died July 2nd, 1778. MVB Purley recalled Reverend Leslie's congregation in Ipswich was deeply shaken. Ezra was the youngest of 17 children. Linebrook Parish declared a day of fasting and prayer. Bathsheba Spooner was the first woman executed by American courts, while Ezra Ross, barely 16, was a pawn in her tragic design. Was this justice or retribution fueled by political bias and revolutionary fervor? What loopholes existed in early American jurisprudence regarding women, pregnancy, mental state, and loyalty? History remembers them, forgotten yet unforgettable. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos. Next up will be the amazing story of Ezra's Geet great-great-grandfather and his journey from a prisoner of war of the Battle of Dunbar to indentured servant of the Puritans in Ipswich to prominent landowner and progenitor of 5 soldiers in the American Revolution.